Kenny Holt, my man, how you doing?
Man, that intro was fire, man. We here, we live, man. I was like, all right, you got me
all right, all
vibing.
right. Little season premiere kind of
Are we in the
kind of
second,
vibe,
third season?
Terrence Watson, my man, how you doing?
Yo, it's your boy LES. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here, baby. You know what I'm saying?
um,
Fuck wrestling.
Find Kenny Holt on all social media platforms at Kawabunga_K_E_N. My man Terrence Watson at Lower East Scribe. Myself, Randy J. Cruz, RENDY, letter JCRUZ. Find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. And most importantly, YouTube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. Go ahead, download, rate, comment, like, all that good stuff. Subscribe. Show some love and support for your boys on the program. Slowly climbing the subscriber ladder here and there. One or two per day, but we definitely appreciate your love and support. We are doing this live on X and YouTube now, following the Monday Night Raw. Any questions, comments, or feedback you might have while watching the program, hit us up in the chat. We'll get right to it. If not, you hear myself, Terrence, and Kenny speak for the next 45 minutes or so. Let's get right to it. My man Noob, always on time, bro. Noob, thank you, man. We appreciate you,
bro?
man. Should be a fun show. All right, let's. I got a couple things we can talk about, but we just finished Raw. We finally got the Oscar heel turn that we thought we were gonna get at Palooza, but we got it tonight on Raw. Who wants to strike first? Terrence, Kenny, talk about the Oscar heel turn and what does it mean for all four involved going forward.
I'll toss a lob to Ken Dog. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Kenny.
Lob, all right.
Let's do it.
We saw this coming. This was something. It was inevitable to happen. So with that, Asuka and Rhea finally had their match. All centered. Everything's all centered around Io Sky. Their friendship. This build jealousy. This build. It was all territorial. So this was bound to happen, and we saw a good main event. Both performed well. I think it's been a minute since we saw Rhea actually perform on Raw. I know she had like a lot of promos. She had a lot of backstage segments, but not really like coming out to perform. So this was really good to see. The way the match ended, it just really set up, the tide that's turning, even though like someone wasn't going to win clean or someone was going to probably win as a quick pin. Asuka returned back the miss. Shout out to Tajiri, shout out to Asuka. So returned the miss. Io came out, but we had possibly two connections in the wrestling multiverse.
Oh yeah,
Randy said that if Io was going to turn on Rhea,
I thought that for a very hot second.
That would have been crazy. But
true.
What we all predicted, all three of us, Asuka turned on Io. So that was something that bound to happen. Now we're seeing this. Kyrie doesn't want to do it, but she has.
We're not surprised. We're not shocked. It was bound to happen. We all thought it was going to happen on Saturday Palooza, but they pulled it off tonight on Raw. They involve Rhea Ripley, they involve Kairi Sane, so they involve multiple people in this situation. Terrence, talk to me. Asuka heel turn, like it, love it. Do you think the way they laid it out was the right way to go?
I love it, man. You know what I mean? I love it. I think, the more and more I get into Asuka, the more I actually think I prefer her as a heel. If I'm keeping it a buck, man, she emotes so well. She controls the crowd so well. Like you said, shout out to Tajiri to keeping the mist alive. You know what I mean? Like she just works that character so well. And you know what I love the most about this match? This shit got us engaged and intrigued, and there's no title attached. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think that's the other thing that I think we got to see more of. You know what I mean? Of like Yeah, this has nothing to do with the title. This is smoke. It's like how, the same way we've been like pining for, hey, can y'all bring back, the days where the belt can change hands more often, just at Mania or SummerSlam or a major PLE. Can y'all also bring back storylines that have a lot of weight that don't necessarily have to have, that have big, huge characters like a Asuka, like a Rhea, like a Io that don't necessarily need the belt to carry them. You know what I mean? And so to see that with the women, especially, I love it, man. It speaks to the evolution of the game. You feel me?
No, I agree. I think it was something that we were wanting for a while. Just a matter of the execution of it. And the fact that you involve Rhea in there, you involve Kairi Sane, so now is the future Kabuki Warriors against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. I would assume Crown Jewel, Perth, Australia. That would be the tag match that they would have, and obviously you will get Io and Asuka 1-on-1 at some point in time.
Yeah.
And it was good to have them in the main event because what we've been accustomed to for Raw in the main event scene is Division, is Jay, it's LA Knight, it's Paul Heyman, it's Seth, it's stuff like that. So this is going against the norm.
Change it up.
To change it up a bit and giving the spotlight to the woman and making the main event be the heel turn. So, because at first I thought it was LA Knight and Jey Uso main event, I said okay, but once I heard Rhea Asuka main event, I'm like, oh, okay, so something might be happening. They might pull off the heel turn tonight. I'm happy for it. I think Asuka does it better in the heel role. I think a lot of people do better in a heel setting anyway, and she's definitely one of them. So she hasn't been heel in quite some time, right?
Yeah, a minute.
I feel like she hasn't been a heel since Damage Control.
Damn. Yeah.
Since 3 years?
Correct.
I feel like that's the last time she was a true heel.
Yep.
Noob,
Asuka's heel turn just made John Cena heel turn at Chamber look like a joke.
I mean, we didn't like.
I don't know about that one, Noob. I don't know about that one.
Heel turn was phenomenal, despite the outcome of how it came out.
No, again, everything that happened after that, I don't know. But that initial heel turn, man, no. Asuka was very good, but it's not climbing that ladder towards John Cena and Chamber. No way. What else happened on Raw you guys want to talk about? Because I have a bunch of things to get to if you want. But
before we get away from this main event, I just think
go ahead.
There's one other branch to the tree that I'm gonna hope for. So I'm gonna put it out there in the universe and hope either a certain Mr. Heyman or maybe a Trips or anybody that somehow knows that our podcast is a thing. So shout out to y'all.
Right, let me timestamp.
Hopefully they, hopefully they listen to this.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm thinking about, and I've been thinking a lot about her, and we talk about her sometimes in the chat. Shout out to the nation, the conversation. I love Julia as a performer. We feel that, I feel like I can speak for the three of us. We kind of talked about it a little bit. She hasn't connected to the main roster's audience just yet, right?
Yeah.
So imagine they kind of reboot the Kabuki Warriors. They throw her in it. Now she's also a heel because I think she could carry that well. She's got attitude to her, And then we bring back the fan favorite, Dakota Kai. You know what I'm saying? Let her come back, work with Io, work with Rhea. People are excited about it. Nobody wanted to see her cut. I feel like outside of, obviously, R-Truth, she was like that next person who we all were like, yo, for real? Because she was just in the Women's Intercontinental title match, and we all thought she legitimately could have won. You know what I mean? Keep me honest. Was it Intercontinental or was it the US?
You were right.
Right. We all were like, oh, she might legit win because we loved her work. We were all fans of her. She was healthy finally. So, you know what I mean? I kind of feel like there's a chance, Tripp said himself that you can always come home. And even though they cut her, I think it was the wrong cut. So I don't know. We're also leading towards War Games, no? I know that we need one other person on both ends, but I'm just saying maybe this is, a little breadcrumb. Who knows?
It's funny because we're gonna go there real quick. Listen, and this is what we do in the show. We bounce around. I pay attention to what you're saying. If you give me one little wording or phrase, I'm gonna go to that. But we circle back. You just mentioned Hunter says everybody comes home. He just said during the weekend of WrestlePalooza that I'm trying to find the quote in real time, but something like he's been getting a lot of texts, a lot of phone calls about people who want to come back to some degree. His phone's blowing up. Obviously, no names have been revealed like that. Oh, but here we go. There isn't one day that goes by that I don't get a text or voicemail from somebody saying I either want to come home or I've never been there. Is there any opportunity for me to work there? So, I mean, he says the phone's blowing up. I know people, a lot of people on social got mad at him for saying they got surprises and it's going to be a great palooza, and it didn't really deliver the way it was promoted like that. So if he's saying my phone's blowing up of people, performers who never been there, that want to work there, or they haven't been there in a while, they want to come home, how much real estate are you taking into that to feel like he is telling the truth? And who would you suspect is blowing up Hunter's phone right now to come back home?
I mean, if it really works, especially, I'm sure like those who were a part of the roster and who were, once with the company, they see the angles, the talent, and they will be. What T said, count to his point. Let's say if hypothetically, Dakota's seeing that, she's like, oh, the Kabuki Warriors are eventually going to turn on EO. So, what if Damage Control comes back? That will be a great ovation, a great pop. That could be a little great story. 1 or 2 matches set up. Bailey's back too. That could have turned something, but Bailey's on her own bag too. Right. That could have turned, but it always, when you do the release, is based off of business, or you think like it's nothing building for them, but somewhere down the line, eventually, as another story brews, you find out that this character can fit well. This angle, this setting can really put it in well. Some stories with characters, you try to make them stand out, but what they have in their character traits and personalities sometimes don't fit. And it takes others. You're like, oh man, maybe this didn't work. But if this person was here, this could have really went on for about 2 or 3 months versus then a one and done story. So, count what he said. We could have had Dakota Kai. She could have came back. Austin Theory could have been in some good stories within the last few months. That would have been really good. I would have said you would have brought Austin Theory back. Him, that little toss up with him joining the division, or him and I would have had Austin Theory in some angle. Him and Waller would have fought in a tag team match on the little SmackDown tournament for the tag titles. So it's just a lot you could have really put into it. It's just really just sad that you probably have to wait a certain while to say, hey, I need to come home.
So is there like 5 people? Let's fantasy book 5 people you wish are blowing Hunter's phone up right now to, let's say, to come back. Not saying brand new people who have never been there, but let's say 5 people you wish are blowing up his phone to come back home.
That's a good question.
That's why we're here. We ask the great questions.
Yeah, man. We should call ourselves 2 out of 3 questions.
We're here to praise Liv Morgan and to salute Chelsea Green. Timestamp that.
That's right.
Amen. I will put. Let me go. I will bring back Austin Theory. I'll bring back Dakota Kai.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring back Karrion Kross.
Okay.
I'll bring back my man Karrion. Shit. I just had it. It was right there.
So Theory, Kross,
Dakota Kai. You
think Jericho blowing the phone up?
I would bring back, as much as Jericho. I will bring back Edge. I'll bring back Adam Cole. I'll bring back Edge. We're gonna see that retirement. We're gonna see that nice angle with him and Cena. That will be beyond fire.
You think Edge is calling Triple H right now? You think
he's
texting?
I would, because I'm like, bro, it's Cena's last go around, and you really not gonna showcase one of the greatest rivalries from the ruthless aggression between Edge and.
I mean, I know he's under contract. There's not much he can do.
Look, I know Edge was with the company, but then he left. But come on, man, that's really like, come on, that's like signing up for, you get a new job because you left your old job, but next thing you know, the boss that was giving you hell at your own job left, and now everyone's happy. You like, man, this is what I was
like, yo, you ain't leave when I was there.
I'm like, but then I'm like this. Everyone's having. They're not having pizza in the break room. They eating oxtails, jerk chicken. They going on vacations. They going on vacations for free. They're not even. I'm like, man, see. So Edge, Edge.
All right, Edge, Dakota Kai, Karrion Kross,
Austin Theory,
and Theory. You got one more.
Man, who has? It's. This is this where it really gets down. It's always when you get to the last one, it's tough. It's always the last one.
All right, I'm gonna give you a minute to. I'm gonna give you a little halftime. Terrence,
tag.
Who would you tag?
I got you. Can I pick this up? Well, I think Jericho's a done deal, so I'm not gonna put him on my list because I feel like we all know that's coming.
Okay.
I like where you're going with Edge though, Kenny, because it would be a total. That would if he were to bring back Edge for John's last match, shake the fucking world up. We all would go fucking crazy. That would be amazing. But he's not my pick though either. I think Mercedes, she has staunchly been the one to say, I know I'm gonna go back one day. It's just a matter of when, and maybe now is that time. I think Mox, I think we talked about it maybe like last week. You know, shout out to the homie Kaz. I saw him tweet like something about like there's only one thing left to do, and then he put like the 3 fist emojis, and it was like, oh yeah, you gotta bring it back, dog. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's about that time. Those would be 2. I have one more that you guys are gonna be like, really? But hear me out. Billy fucking Gunn. The guy's 61 years old, but he looks amazing.
61.
Yo, and he looks amazing. He can still go.
Badass Billy Gunn is 61.
Yo, think about it. All of his boys. Wait, hear me out. Can you hear me out? All of his boys are literally in power at fucking it's Trips.
The whole DX
and his Road Dog. You think they're not gonna give him one run with like the IC belt or some shit? Like, bring him back I promise you, bring him back at WrestleMania. Fucking the I'm an ass man goes off. Every the pop who you get, and more not like a year. Give him like a half a year, and maybe he doesn't even win the IC belt. But I'm saying put him in the conversation. You know what I mean? Just on some like he would get the Paul Pierce goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Like we love you, we respect you.
Oh, you ain't Kobe.
Right, you ain't Kobe, but we love you. We happy you're retiring. That would be my dark horse. Bring back Billy Gunn.
I mean, I give you a Royal Rumble spot. I don't know about giving you the IC title, Billy Gunn.
No, I'm saying put him in the conversation. Like let him compete for it. He doesn't win it, but just let him just something cool so that he gets one good match, and then we let him retire. But I feel like it could happen again. Trips, Sean, Road Dogg, they're all in control. So they'd write a little something for him, like you said. Let him come back for WrestleMania. You know what I mean, and then maybe get a match with Dom. I actually think him and Dom would go off, to be honest. Like, have y'all seen him?
Yeah.
He can still fucking go.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't look like 61. Like he's in incredible shape. That's 3, right?
That's 3.
Yeah.
That's 3. That are coming back.
No, because the way he said it is like his phone's blowing up. So it's a lot of people that probably that we're not even talking about. We're thinking of the obvious: Mercedes, Jericho, Mox, and there's probably other people
Gunn's
that
not obvious. Y'all both looked at me crazy. I said Billy Gunn's not obvious.
I have my final.
What's your final, Kenny? Go ahead. Drop the hammer.
Goldust.
Oh, Dustin.
Dustin Rhodes.
That one.
Hey man, bring back Dustin, and Cody has to deal with it. Old Dustin Rhodes faces off against, well, too late with Drew, but hey, it'll be brief. But his brother, his family, you might see something spark between Cody. They'll relive the Stardust and Goldust reunion.
I don't want that, but
I know they might have a little hint, but
But I do love the idea of him. That's kind of cool.
He just signed a multi-year contract with AEW back in December of 24. So,
yeah,
you never know. You know who I actually was starting to grow on me before she got cut, but I think she's doing well in the Indies. I'd love to see her back. Shotzi.
Oh, Shotzi.
Shotzi, yo, I feel like she has like spots. She's mad versatile. Like there were times when they let her like actually just be like a host, and she was able to do it. Like, you know what I mean? Now where you put her, I don't know. But especially if we're fantasy booking, Damage Control versus whatever we want to call Rhea, Io, and Bailey and all of them, she could potentially fit into that somewhere, somehow. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Shotzi back. And then last, I know it wouldn't happen for all the reasons, but I'm gonna say it anyway. And this is selfish because they're actually doing really good in AEW, but Bobby Lashley, and that's just a personal one. I would
just him or the whole
group? Syndicate. Can I draft them as a whole?
I don't know.
Randy, I'm gonna let you make the call. If I can draft them as a whole, fine. They're like outcasts. They count together.
Bobby?
I mean, with what MVP be saying about Hunter, I don't know.
That's
about him.
Like, I don't think it'll happen.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
But I mean, if you would have told any of us that CM Punk was going to come back, would we have believed you? No. Like he spent 10 years saying how terrible.
If I'm being honest,
I
would have said that probably like not right now, but I could see a day where CM Punk comes back, and we saw when he got the Fox job.
I never would.
That was your first, like, maybe because Vince was still at the helm, during that time. So then AEW comes around, you're like, all right, one day, and then boom, the day comes, and it's like, they all come back. That's like,
man. I'm with you, Ken. Dog. I don't know, man.
You don't believe me?
I never thought he was coming back, man.
Bro. I never would have thought, because the way Punk is and the way how Punk carried it, like there was just some bridges. Like, yo, you could mend it as what you want. They're never gonna go that way. That never was.
Is your thought on Punk's not coming back on the same level as you never thought Edge would come back?
Edge and Punk were almost almost a bit
identical?
Not really. I feel like, Edge almost left really left because it was really a lot more around his injury for his neck. Punk really was just the ego and everything. Like, it was like, yo, F you, F your daughter, F your wife.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you basically just hissed on all the bosses and the stepson. Like, the thing is, the man was the hottest toy there, and he said, yo, F Andy, F Sid, I'm going somewhere else. Like, come on. So that was just one thing. I can say this. That is one moment in wrestling, like, you felt that that was never going to be mended. Even with Punk, like, saying, like, oh, he's leaving AEW. Like, I don't think he's still ever going to join WWE. I guess I was all the way shocked in War Games. I never would have thought. I was like, why they going out with a whole wide shot? Oh, we're doing the whole pay-per-view thing. Next thing you know, I'm just like,
yep.
You got to be kidding me.
You can curse, bro. You can curse. Come on, man.
It's what's a habit, man.
Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
Coming after Kenny. Yo, all right, I'm gonna change my last pick from Bobby Lashley real quick. Actually, the one that I think makes the most sense, again, for a retirement run, the Hardy Boys. They're already in TNA. You know what I mean? Like, everybody was calling for them. Like, we thought that they might pop out. What was it? What was the last SummerSlam? Where we kind of thought, they might show up.
Yeah.
So I could see them getting, if not a Royal Rumble, like, they come back then. Then maybe War Games. I don't know, maybe not War Games, but you get where I'm going. I could see them making a comeback for a retirement run. The Hardy Boys.
Okay.
I could see that. I could see them before I see, because I think of all of them, Bobby would make the most sense, but they're cooking right now. So I don't think he would want to split that up, especially like wherever he'd be. But the Hardy Boys, again, they would just get like a retirement run, and they would get one that, like, we all really, really want to see. So
yeah,
that's my last pick.
No, Indy Hartwell, Sonya Deville.
Indy was just like, I had a lot of love for her, but she never really turned the corner for me. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm keeping it a buck.
I want to know is Ronda Rousey calling Triple H?
She's probably calling him to call him all kinds of names. All kinds of names Kenny not gonna say.
Yo, what's up, man?
Really? Bullshit. Dang, so I don't curse.
I'm trying to think before I move on. Obviously Jericho.
Okay.
Jericho. Obviously Mercedes. I think Mercedes is.
I don't know. I feel like Mercedes is on that.
No, I'm saying like she's probably like that last one, like the old shit factor. Like an AJ Lee. You know what I'm saying? Someone who hasn't been around for a while, or she'll never come back. Mercedes has the opportunity to come back and just tear shit up. Like we joke around like that bag they're gonna throw her. Talk about Monet. Talk about Monet. She might be, or she probably gonna be looking for the highest paid contract on that roster, more than Charlotte, more than Becky, more than all of them, more than Rhea Ripley. She got every belt in the world right now, and that's gonna be on the resume. And her contract is up, I think, in 2 years, so we gotta wait 2 years for this to happen. So when that time comes, she will be away from the E. When did she leave? Like 2 years ago.
Who?
Mercedes. Sasha.
2021.
No.
Or 22. Excuse me. No, it wasn't 22. She left
at least 2 years, bro. At least 2 years.
She
you
left.
Think it's more than that?
She left. She left at like 21. I would say like the end of 21. That's when her and Naomi left.
Okay, her last match was 2022 in May. So damn.
Okay.
3 years. So the 3 years plus an additional 2 with the contract coming up. If she decides to leave, that'll make 5 years away from the E. So I think that's more than enough time. Like when she does come back, you're gonna get that pop, you're gonna get that reaction.
Definitely.
Of like, wow. And it's not like, oh, you came back after a year or two. No, we're talking like 5 years plus. It's like Jericho. Jericho's going on maybe 6-7 in AEW. So when he returns, it's gonna be all grandiose and popping circumstances. But I think Mercedes is the last one. Like, yo, she's gonna come back and fucking wreck shit up. I like Paige. I want Paige to come back. I think that.
Can I stop you right there? Sure. I don't mean to cut you. I just want to talk about that. Why do you miss Paige, and what do you think she would bring that's missing from the women's division right now?
I think the career got cut short, not on her terms with the injury, and I feel like if she is healthy, and she's saying she's healthy, I think she can provide a lot to this this era of females. So when she's in that Divas era with AJ and the Beth Phoenix and Nikki Bella, she was up there with the champions. She was in, main eventing. She was at WrestleMania. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like then she left. The injuries piled on, and it's like, when's the last time you saw Paige wrestle? Like a hot minute. Like she was in AEW, but after that, it was.
Well, I guess that's my question. This isn't I'm a Paige fan myself. Yeah. I just was curious what it was that would make, because like we haven't seen her wrestle. I'm not even sure she is the want to there anymore. Mm-hmm. Like that's my question.
I think she wants to. I think AJ coming back is the spark, is the battery in the back. I think she is fully healthy. It's just a matter of pulling that trigger. When and where, what do you do? And putting her in the ring with the Charlotte, with the Nikki Bella, with the Roxanne, with the Raquels, and Liv Morgan. Like there's Asuka, Io Sky, there's Bianca, Jade, Tiffany. There's a lot of people that she can scrap with in the ring that we never saw. So I think she's one of those ones that can come back and will get a crazy reaction when she does. Mm-hmm. It ain't gonna be like, oh, she came back. No, she's been. Her last match was, hold up. Her last match was 2017. So we're talking about going on 9 years with her not being in the E.
That's some time. What was her last AEW match? 2 years ago?
Her last AEW match?
3 years ago?
Somewhere in that window, right?
March 5th, 2023. So almost going on 3.
Yeah. So that's why I'm just like, does she want it? Like, has she been in the indies? I haven't seen any clips. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, where is she?
She's been interviewing, but I haven't seen her like perform or work. I mean, it's the same probably we said about AJ. So it would be nice to see a little Divas reunion, Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would be good. That will really bring back some, mid 2010s nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
That will be very good. I think we'll make it good, make a story, and just bring back the old rivalries, the old sparks. I mean, it ain't gonna be like it before, but it will be good for the fans, for the real fans.
Yeah. How many is that, Randy?
I got 3.
3, right?
I got Paige, Mercedes, Jericho.
Alicia Fox?
No. You know who was funny, but I don't know what they're doing. Remember the Iconics? You don't know the Iconics? Mm-mm. The tag team?
Mm-mm. You got me on that one.
You both don't know who the Iconics are.
Mm-mm. Wow. Give me the character. Who the people in it?
It was like the British accent girls with the. Oh my God! They were the tag champs. I think Sasha and Bailey? Sasha and Bailey beat them at WrestleMania for the tag titles. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know I'm lost.
Both of you guys are lost. Okay, all right. Well, when I show you off air, you be like, "Oh, them."
I mean, all right, Baron Corbin.
I'll take Baron Corbin.
Hey,
yo, but your man is out here really competing in like martial arts competitions and winning and stuff. So I feel like I like the pick though. You know what I mean? I like the pick.
Yeah, Karrion Kross be one. I love one more Mickie James run. I'll take her. She's going in the TNA Hall of Fame, by the way.
Nice.
So congrats to her, big time accomplishment. Just waiting, huh?
She in the E Hall of Fame yet?
I was just gonna say I'm waiting for her to get in the E Hall of Fame. So TNA got the one up on her. I think she found out today on Boss It Open Radio, just like out the whim, and they had the president on the show, like, oh, I'm gonna put you in the Hall of Fame. She was like, what? And I just dope moment. No, but she's on my. I've been said it, bro. She's on my Mount Rushmore for the females. So, like she was the AJ Lee before AJ Lee with the characteristics, the psychotic shit, stalking Trish Stratus around. The way she made the faces, like she's crazy beyond that. In ring phenomenal. A lot of dope rivalries with Trish, with Beth Phoenix. That WrestleMania 22 match with her and Trish is still up there for me. And just at her height, being athletic and doing all these things in the ring, really showed out in that era of pro wrestling. Like, nah, she's then also TNA knockout champion, world champion. She did it all. So like, just getting her in the Hall of Fame is dope. Hopefully one day she'll get in the E Hall of Fame. I don't know why it's taking so long, but that's neither here or there.
Randy, who would you put Mickie James? Who would you book Mickie James with in today's era? Who is Mickie James' a dream opponent from this time? Who would you book her against?
Mickie James right now?
What match would that be? Fire. Mickie James versus who?
I'll take her and Becky. I'll take her and Liv Morgan for sure. Her and AJ, because I just said she was the AJ before AJ. And if they're gonna scrap, I'll take them scrapping. Her and Asuka will be dope. Her and Io. I'm gonna say everybody. Her and Roxanne. Everybody. She's that good. Like, she's fucking phenomenal. So anybody tell me, huh?
Can she still go?
I think
she retired.
I think she retired 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm answering Kenny's question. Like, she was to come back tomorrow. Like, who would you want to see? But I would take her with anybody. No, but she retired 2 years ago. So I guess that's why she got the Hall of Fame nod.
Right. I was like, dang, she's got to be up there. She's 46. I mean, it's not to say she couldn't if she still had it. Like, Trish is, that to me is why, like, Trish might be the GOAT for all the reasons, right? She was there during the transition. She really can wrestle.
Not Becky, because Bleacher Report says it and the Sports Illustrated says it. So
people are saying
Chicago Tribune,
but not
Wall Street Journal, New York Times.
I don't know who Becky's paying off. Maybe that's part of the vision.
I also her and Stephanie. Like, Stephanie is the new world champion, women's world champion. She got introduced on Raw early tonight. So now she gets the winner of Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, and Nia Jax from SmackDown. Triple threat, like Kenny called it, triple threat match.
Bang, bang.
The winner gets Stephanie Vaquer at Crown Jewel. So who are we going with? Who is Stephanie scrapping with at Crown Jewel?
Let me ollie it up to T. I think T got some heat for this.
I seem to be looking at my laptop to try to figure out what time it is. I think it's Tiffy time. I think she's still gonna win. And that it's not even just because like she's held the belt for so long. I also think her and Stephanie will put on one hell of a match, if I'm being honest. Of the three, obviously nothing but love for Jade Cargill, nothing but love for Nia Jax. Nia 100% should have been on that top 25 list. Let's just say we all agree. But I'm thinking like in terms of style, where we're ushering in like a new generation. Not that again, Jade couldn't do that, but because she's part of it. I just feel like they keep the belt on, Tiffy and her and Stephanie. Just again, their styles, they're gonna put on a banger, yo. Like I just that's my guess.
Kidder, you want Vaquer against Tiffany Strat, Jade, or your favorite Nia Jax?
I wanted if I wanted the match.
You want a triple threat, you got it.
I did, but I did want the triple threat. I'm getting it. But for the moment where if there was going to be a point that the title was going to change hands between Jade and Tiffy, I feel like it should have already happened on a SummerSlam or a SmackDown. I know we're getting this triple threat. It's just good. It's great. It's going to be great. But now, like, assessing it, looking at what's coming up, you got Crown Jewel, them facing off. Now you got, if you have Stephanie, now she's the women's champion. Tiffany is also the champion as well. They got history facing off in NXT, so it's just basically like a good NXT rematch. They put on a good match. Tiffany left before Stephanie, but I have a feeling that's going to be something to really draw into. It's going to be very good. It's going to be like a good NXT match, a rematch with Fire that's going to be in Australia. I do want Jade to win. But the way I'm looking at it, they have a different direction. I feel like the title should have been given to Jade beforehand. That way it could have been created. Maybe if Jade would have won, then we would have had something different with Stephanie. She probably would have still won, probably, but Naomi probably wouldn't have been injured as well. Or, no, pregnant, So it's just the way how the multiverse would have turned out. I think that Jade deserves to be a champion. I feel like she's definitely put in the work. She's definitely put in the time, especially after she came back from Elimination Chamber. Now she has been pulling her work in. She's been doing well, but I guess they setting up for Jade to do the match when Bianca comes back, like a little confrontation when Bianca comes back. See what happens. But on paper now, logically that I'm looking at it, Tiffany and Stephanie, that will, as T said, that will be a banger match. And that match can go either way. I feel like they might give it to Tiffy. Tiffy might come out the winner at Crown.
See, let me ask you a question. I want you to put your thinking, writing, Triple H hat on real quick. If Naomi does not vacate the title, she was supposed to scrap against Stephanie at Clash in Paris. Today, is Naomi still champion, or do you think Stephanie was bound to get the strap from Naomi?
That's a tough one. I feel like Stephanie, her momentum was on the rise. You know what I'm saying?
But not like
I was just about to say, but Naomi, her character was developing so much and she was so hot. And I feel like Trips is smart with that. You know what I mean? And the creative is pretty smart with that. Like, there was no reason to take the belt off Naomi. I feel like Naomi's still champion. Like, she just, this character, like, it just gave her a new life. It led to so many other, storylines. I don't think Stephanie gets bumped up as quick. And that's no knock on Stephanie. She's incredible in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all love Steph, but I think we would have got Naomi, and that actually even maybe changes the triple threat match in terms of who wins that. You know what I mean? Like, whose style matches up with Naomi's. We might have got a Naomi versus Jade Cargill. You know what I'm saying? We might have got and Naomi even versus Nia Jax, but it could have worked with any of them because I think her and Tiffy were just starting to like go at each other a little bit, like jaw off, and they're both great on the mic. So, that probably would have been, even a banger itself. But to answer your question, I think Naomi keeps it at least for a little bit longer, like until honestly, they might have kept it on her till like Rumble. You know what I mean? Like, for a while.
And you make a valid point where it could have been Naomi and Jade at Crown Jewel for the strap. But does it mean Jade wins? Probably not, because of the momentum that Naomi and her character built. So to the Rumble, I think that take caution shit, that was really, really hitting hard. And I don't see Stephanie breaking that mold at Clash in Paris. Either Jade or Bianca was going to take the strap off of Naomi, to me. And now they're both out. I mean, Jade is not out. Bianca's out. And it's all right. Now Naomi's out. It just kind of switches everything up, which is it happens. Just got to go with what's going on. But very interesting to kind of think about what could have happened if she was still champion. Because if she was, Steph does not get the build as quickly as she's getting it right now. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Official CODY SETH crown jewel. We saw on Raw opening segment. They were talking this shit. A very, very nice promo between both of them. Seth Rollins is 0-3 against Cody Rhodes on that we know of on national television. I read somewhere he's 0-22 against Cody when they fight in live shows and all that kind of shit. But to us, 0-3 against Cody Rhodes. Crown jewel. You can't have Seth go 0-4 against Cody Rhodes now, right? There's got to be a way for him to win, but obviously it's a non-title match. So if Cody loses, he ain't losing the strap. But how do we get Seth to win, Cody to lose, but still kind of protect them? What do you do to get there? Does Drew get involved? Does Cena get involved? Does Roman Reigns come back? I see he's on the flyer. He's on the graphics, so he's gonna pull up somehow, some way. What do we do with Crown Jewel with Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes?
I think that if it does, like right now, as much as Cody won last year, you gotta give the Crown Jewel Championship to Seth, because Seth is really, we said this before, Seth is the hottest champion right now. He's the hottest champion. Like, you gotta give it. So Cody has to lose the title. He has to lose the Crown Jewel title it has to be done with some sort of interference, not in a clean way. And this introduces either another opponent or another opponent or another travesty that he has to go through. Possibly, as you said, we might get Drew, but Randy might come in there. The Viper really might have snapped, and that might come out. Maybe Roman may come in, but I feel like it's still too soon for Roman to come back, especially against Cody and Seth. He wants Seth probably by himself, solo, no pun intended, but I feel like those are my two options. Those are my takes on that.
Okay. Tell you what you do, Cody and Seth, Crown Jewel.
Well, I agree with Kenny on one part. You know what I'm saying? I agree with our boy Cowabunga Ken, and I agree with Kenneth Duckworth.
Oh, okay.
K-Dot.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is you got to sprinkle a little shenanigans in. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think is going to happen. But where I kind of veer off is I think we get the Beast incarnate, and I think he becomes part of the Vision officially.
Wow.
And he's the shenanigans. I mean, we saw Paul Heyman introduce him, right?
Yeah.
He laid the breadcrumbs with the whole "we should talk." Came back out and he introduced him. What else would we do? But we actually get him in the Vision again. Like he teaches those new beasts how to be real beasts. You know what I'm saying? Like he comes out, he's not just the muscle, he's the OG. You know what I mean? Like again, back before Flair was that for Evolution. You know what I'm saying? So I think we get a Brock that comes in, that steps in, that's like he plays that role of like, I'm the true OG here. Like, you know what I mean? Like the wise man is the wise man, but the wise man can't put hands on nobody. You know what I mean? He's the intellectual OG. Now you get like the muscle, you get the muscle OG, and he comes out, and it also gives a storyline to kind of circle back to Kenny. Here's where I'm gonna come back to what where I like where you was going. It gives Cody something new. You know what I'm saying? So like now Brock and Cody, maybe they revisit some of, like their feud. Because I do wonder where Roman comes into play. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe this is a sprinkle towards War Games. But maybe Roman is the one who comes out and he helps Cody. You know what I mean? Like maybe we get there. Plus, like it's gonna be, the Braun times Braun, right? So we know they're gonna be involved. So we got them, right? And we got, Brock. maybe Punk comes out and maybe Roman comes out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever War Games we get this year, I think is going to be the best one since the Bloodline, which wasn't that long ago. But since the Bloodline saga, I think that this is going to be the best War Games because of so many different directions we could go. But yeah, that would be my version of, bless you. That would be my version of what the interference is.
So, like, even if Roman comes back,
what's your take on it, Randy? What do you think?
I mean, a few things. One, if Roman is there, he's probably going after Seth, right? Not Cody, but I'm thinking in theory, if you rewinded the fucking tape, doesn't Roman want the strap back from Cody Rhodes at some point in time?
He wants a strap back. It doesn't matter.
He wants that one. He don't want the World Heavy.
That's his in his mind.
I mean, in theory, with the story, yeah, Seth, but maybe he'll get Seth without the title being involved. Roman don't want the World Heavy, and that's no disrespect to the World Heavyweight Championship. Roman wants the title Cody Rhodes has. So at what point in time does Roman say, oh shit, what am I doing here? I should be going after that. Remember, they're 1-1. 39, 40. You need that third round to go, but it's just a matter of when. But for the time being, you get him at Clash at Crown Jewel. He's probably going after Seth because that's with the Vision and the Bronze and all that, they attacked him, so he has to go after Seth. And if that's the case, then War Games is after, so you still ain't getting a 1-on-1 with him and Seth. So that's on the hold for another couple of months. But the Cody situation, if Roman's coming after Seth to get Cody the L, somebody like a Drew or Orton has to get involved to make him cash the L, because the rumor I saw this morning was that the original plan that Cody and Drew told Triple H, T's guy, Triple H, just the rumor, that Cody and Drew told Hunter, yo, get Randy involved and put the strap on Drew McIntyre. This is Cody telling, yo, put the strap on him. Get Randy to interfere and make me lose, which would have been fine. And have Cody in chase mode to get that belt back. So it's like, what do I do with Cody at Crown Jewel to make him still protect him? But you got to start setting up some individual matchups for him post War Games. So that's my whole theory on that. If I made sense.
I think that made perfect sense. T. So this I'm probably going to ask you, like, this all what he said with Roman. So this brings me to this question. Do you think if you put Roman against Cody, because tonight you saw Jay look at Cody's belt when he came to give him a wise talk, do you think this is going to create a conflict within the bloodline that Jay, who is now turning into another Roman himself, in chase mode for this title as well, T?
Are you saying like maybe they got a clash?
Like
maybe Roman and Jay?
Like do you see do you think like all the roads, like this road, if Roman comes back, goes against Cody, do you see that Jay may sort of like include himself into this this chase for that title that Cody has?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because, like, you're right. Like, it feels like Roman's almost coaching Jay on how to do this. You know what I mean? Or something, I'll show you how to do this, son. Like, you know what I mean? Like they Jay at Memphis Bleak or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So that's a good point. But then on the other hand, Randy, you bring up also a good point. we know who QB1 is. You know what I mean? Shout out to the real guy. You feel me? No disrespect, Cody. You've been an incredible champion, but we know who the man is. We know who the big dog is, or maybe not the big dog. My bad, Roman. I know you don't like that character, but you feel me? I just don't see him going after the world heavy. You know what I mean? So like the only thing that would make sense in that way, right, is not even so much that he wants the world heavy. He just doesn't want Seth to have it. And I could even see him saying something like that. Like, this isn't even my belt. I just don't want you to have the belt. Like, you know what I mean? Like he hates Seth's guts so much that he wants that belt just so he doesn't have it. That to me would be the only thing that could possibly make sense. I feel like Jay, it's interesting with him, man. He's still kind of like climbing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I believe him in that spot just yet. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe that's where we do need to like raise a couple more ships. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of like the slightly younger generation. Because right now, it feels like I'll say it like this. If Drew were to have won a match with him and Jay, I feel like I'd believe it. But for whatever reason, I don't even believe Cody would lose to Jay. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just me. You know, so I do feel like it's that old Paul Heyman theory of like, yeah, like you let someone else come into the the universal picture, you now create another superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let Drew come into the picture. Mind you, he's won before. He just didn't win, while people were in the stands. So you let him win again. Now, other people that he's gone against, that he's feuded with, they can rise too. So I don't know. I hate to be like full declarative, but I feel like it could go a lot of ways, which honestly is more fun. You know what I mean? And it makes it less predictable.
Yeah. Because I want to circle back to, and again, if that rumor is true about what the potential outcome was supposed to be at Palooza, because a lot of people are saying it was a lackluster show finish. I guess they were mad at Hunter for saying surprises and all this was going to happen, and then it was a letdown. It's like someone even gave him a C grade for the show. Again, I was one person, but not the entire ESPN. But when I read it, I'm like, all right, if Cody and Drew is telling Hunter, yo, fam, put the strap on Drew, let Randy interfere, cost me the match, and then we can build to Cody and Drew to get the strap back. You're building Drew to a bigger character, a championship character. And again, it's the first show on ESPN. Why, Terrence, if you're Hunter, and again, if this is all true, if you're Hunter, why don't you do that on ESPN in the first show? Is it because you have Crown Jewel coming down the pipeline and Drew against Seth doesn't pop off like that, as opposed to a Cody and Seth Rollins one-on-one match at Crown Jewel for whatever it is that they're going for? Is it that, or I don't know. It's right there. It's perfect, but it's Crown Jewel. Why you ain't do that on Saturday?
I like how you said that. It's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna be in Perth. You know what I mean? Nah, but
that's a good one.
Yo, I don't know. I feel like they really believe, and rightfully so. Again, to put all due and rightful respect on what Cody's done and what he's built and what he's meant to the brand and the business. Right? You hold that belt, you are the guy in the business. I think that Crown Jewel is always their moment to put their champion versus champion. And he's been champion for so long that they're just like, yo, yeah, cool. We really wanted to be this true, like showcase. I feel like what they do, and Trips and them, they kind of speak to this. I feel like what they do is they give you entry points along the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, let's say you just saw Palooza and you're like, oh, what? I haven't watched wrestling in 10 years, right? Like, oh, okay, like now you know who our champions. You saw a little bit of it, right?
Yeah.
Now let's give you a little bit of a more of like an example of who they are and what they do. Let's have them at Clash. You know what I mean? So we don't change it too much. So if you just saw them at Palooza or you heard about Palooza and you don't know what's going on, boom, we got Clash for you. So now you get to really meet Seth and really meet Cody and jump on the train that way. You know what I mean? So maybe that's the thinking. You know what I'm saying? Which would also explain keeping the strap on Tiffany. You know, like
yeah.
So maybe that's the reason.
Because I got one question. I see my boy Graham. He's coming on in a second, but I'm gonna get these comments. One more question to you, and then I get Graham on. I said that rumor Drew Cody finish is dead ass exactly what I've been wanting to see. Been talking about it for months, so of course we didn't get it. The problem with these 5-match cards is it leaves no room for error. If 1 or 2 matches don't hit, now what are you left with? And it leads to more vanilla shit because you have to leave the crowd going home happy. That's really why Cody won. And then now, at least to my question, what's the difference of Cody dropping the belt at Palooza when months ago when Rhea dropped the belt to Io Sky, nobody fucking knew that was coming down the pipeline. That was a mega shock on a random Netflix Raw. Rhea dropped the title. Like, oh, what the? We got WrestleMania coming up. I thought it was Rhea and Bianca, but then Io wins and it shocks the world. Like, oh shit, why can't you do that with Cody? Like, oh shit, Drew beat him. Say word, bro. And if Rhea can do that, your top female star, why can't? And I'm only saying, not saying Cody telling them like, no, I want to keep the belt. It's just if he's saying, yo, take it off me for Drew and this rumor, then you should have done that. That's all I'm saying. If Rhea could drop the belt unexpectedly, then why can't you do that for Cody Rhodes? And I always go back to Roman Reigns being the anomaly, bro. It's a 4-year reign, but his reign, no pun intended, it just spread it out to help a lot of people involved. That was the major difference between Roman and Cody Rhodes now, where I feel like Roman had a hand in the Usos uplift. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, Brock was involved, Cena was involved. Everybody you know on the card was involved in that bloodline storyline. That's why it felt like a bigger deal, bigger thing of why he was champion for 4 fucking years. As opposed to Cody, it's 1 match, done. 1 match, done. New guy, that's it. I go away for 2 months, blah, blah, blah. The only guy to beat him was fucking John Cena. Garrett, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Seth, Roman, and Cody Punk as the main events next year, Mania, and Gunther versus Brock. I can see that. But okay, so Punk would have to win the Rumble. He wants to pick Cody Rhodes to get him away from Seth Rollins. Seth is probably still champion by then. And Roman Reigns gets Cody. I'm going to get Seth at the Rumble at our WrestleMania. Let me get my guy Graham here. Let me fix this up real quick. There we go. Do we got it?
Hey,
Graham Matthews.
What's up, man? Graham.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
How you feel? Doing good?
What up?
Doing well. Thanks for having me. Apologies for the late delay, but happy to be here.
Not so good, brother. How you feel, man? Good to see you, brother.
Listen, I had to chime in after WrestlePalooza on Saturday and Raw tonight, obviously. Pretty eventful evening. But, yeah, no, I agree with a lot of what you guys have been saying the last couple minutes since I've been here. But, yeah, no, I'm doing well. Like I said, thanks for having me, as always.
So what do you want to talk about, bro? What's on your mind? What do you not fucking with? What are you liking right now? What's on the mind of Graham Matthews?
Well, I'm not just going to chime in with any random topic, but I will go off of what you guys were just talking about with Cody and Drew from last Saturday and doing like a surprise title change and stuff. I totally agree. I definitely feel like they could have afforded to take the title off of Cody, albeit briefly. Now, the issue with doing that is that they want to do this champion versus champion thing at Crown Jewel, of course, for the 2nd straight year. So had you switched the championship on Saturday to Drew McIntyre, it would have been Drew and Rollins, which another match that we've seen before, a lot like Cody and Seth. I understand that we've seen both matches before, including at Crown Jewel itself, but it's a heel versus heel dynamic. It just doesn't work as well. I think Cody and Seth, especially after the segment they had tonight, is the match to do. But that begs the other question, why even do this shit in the first place? Honestly, that's been like my top takeaway the last 48 hours is why we're even doing this Crown Jewel stuff again. I thought this was a Saudi thing, and they're not even in Saudi for Crown Jewel this year. It's a complete waste So they really could have changed the championship on Saturday had that not been a factor. And the whole Randy Orton thing accidentally costing Cody, that could set up an Orton heel turn. I don't think Cody goes heel anytime soon. I don't think he should. We've talked about that before, but I do think a title change to close that show, although it was a good match as it was, would have been a better way and a hotter way to close that show than what we got. Because overall, I thought it was a good show. But I think what we got in the middle, quite honestly, was better than what we got at the ending, and certainly what we got at the beginning, because that Brock Cena stuff was a total miss for me personally.
Mm. Real quick, Gary, my issue is why can't they just do champ against champ at Survivor Series? Well, that's a question for Mr. Helmsley.
I don't hate that idea, but I got a question to the group before you chime in, Kenny. I just wanted to ask real quick because y'all probably know. So you know how like King of the Ring is every other year typically?
Mm-hmm.
Is Crown Jewel also every year or every other year?
Every year.
Seems like it's every year, yeah.
Okay. I feel like the two of those should switch. I personally love King of the Ring. I grew up on it. I feel like you could build so many fucking stars. That's how we got Stone Cold. You know what I'm saying? Like King of the Ring should be a staple. That's how we got Owen Hart. You know what I mean? To really establish being himself. So many cool moments that come out of King of the Ring. Whereas if you're gonna do the Crown Jewel thing, keep that in Saudi. That's the only place that makes sense because it's really more spectacle. You know what I'm saying? Like for that reason, and also isn't the Crown Jewel belt in Saudi? Like,
I thought so. Yeah.
Oh, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing, bro. You ask me, I'll scrap Crown Jewel. I'll keep King and Queen of the Ring. It's Crown Jewel.
No, you don't need the show. We just had WrestlePalooza on Saturday. We got Survivor Series coming up in early. Survivor Series is at the end of November, but they're doing another Saturday Night's Main Event in early November, and then another Saturday Night's Main Event in December. It's just way too much, and it runs the risk of ruining the quality of content when you're favoring quantity over quality. And I just don't really see the point of doing the whole champion versus champion thing. The matches should be great. I think Tiffany and Stephanie, if that's the match they do, if Tiffany retains on Saturday or Friday on SmackDown, that'll be a great match. And then we know Seth and Cody are going to be capable of a great match. But it puts everything on pause, though. So, like, what do you do with Drew in the meantime? What does CM Punk do for the next month if he's not feuding with Rollins? You know, like, I assume these people are left off of Crown Jewel, and it's fine for things to kind of take a break for a while. But from a storyline standpoint, what is preventing them from continuing to feud with the Codys and the Rollins? Like, we're just getting promos. Like I said, the promo tonight that we got was great, but there's nothing on the line here. Like, it's not as if, because we don't really get the draft anymore, nor do I think we really should. I think just doing occasional brand switches is fine, which is what we've seen in the last year or so. But it's not like you have a draft pick on the line. If Cody wins or if Rollins wins, it's not like you get number 30 in the Rumble on the line. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a meaningless match. It's just the show is over. And as soon as this Crown Jewel season is over, we're right back to where we were. So it's just a kind of a waste of time largely for the next 3 weeks.
Yo, 2 quick comments to that. One, have they ever done that? Like put like entry number 30 on the line in the match? That'd be fire. And 2, hey, I'm not saying get rid of Crown Jewel, because if that means Liv Morgan is going to pay homage to Britney Spears,
true.
We love it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that fit was crazy.
Yeah. That's facts.
Yeah,
that was Oops, I Did It Again, right?
Oops, I Did It Again.
Okay.
Right, yeah. Randy, I know you agree.
Ice, can we have an honest convo about Saturday Night Main Event? You tell me, brother. Like,
let's see. The first Saturday Night Main Event, you know, in Long Island, I was there. It was good.
Yeah.
I feel like now
that's probably the reason why he's asking. Like,
they're bringing it back as a retro thing, like a salute to the old matches, because Saturday Night Main Event was really good. They were really good matches. That was the pay-per-view as well, that anything could happen, anything could switch, but for some occasions, they're just more like they're more like an upgraded Raw or SmackDown, or a watered down Raw or SmackDown event. Like we just see the matches, the build-ups, but nothing really happens. No title changes. The only thing we saw was Chelsea Green win. We just see some good entertainment, some good matches. It's just a retro effect. That's what we're getting, the real nostalgia to the fans. We see pop-up celebrities, but You know, we haven't seen anything drastic.
Are you saying a Saturday main event is a money grab, Kenny? Is that what you're really saying? It's a money grab?
Well, I wish I had to grab
some nostalgia money grab.
I wish I had some money, but it ain't grabbing in my pocket, but it's grabbing somewhere else.
Bro, I don't mind them doing these shows. You know me, I'm old school. I'm 40 plus. I've seen these Saturday joints. It just like these shows, nothing happens. It just.
Then what do you want to see on it?
I want to see a title change. I want to see some shit pop off. Like we always we on this show every week. We always say, even Graham said it many times. We can hot potato the title. We can do
a little
that.
more than we do, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like once one dude has the belt, it can't be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You can't hold on to that shit forever. Like you gotta like let other people rock out. And for a Saturday main event, for a WrestlePalooza, ESPN, like those are the shows where, oh shit, you want to bring in more viewers and all that, and sign up and pay $29.99. Oh shit, I saw a title change. I saw a mega return. They're going to throw the alumni and legends at you all the time. But what else? It's 5 matches. Everything is 5 matches. Nothing beyond that for Saturday night, for Palooza. Is the cap is at 5 and that is it. When you hear Palooza, I'm thinking like, oh shit, 6, 7, 8 matches, like a little WrestleMania. I got 5, and it felt like a glorified Raw SmackDown. They just the entrance is the fucking same. You don't give me a brand new entrance for Palooza. You don't even give me that. Like why are we not getting the specific entrances for every show? What happened to that? What happened to Pyro? You get no Pyro on Raw.
There was more Pyro at the event that was going on last night than
Stephanie the Kid got more Pyro for her shit than the entire opening.
Yeah,
and Cody Rhodes
for you, man.
Like, come on, bro. Like Mark Jackson said, like T gonna love this. What happened to the game I love?
What happened to
the game I fell in love with? I fell in love with all the theatrics and the spectacle. I get one flame going off in the beginning of Raw. Remember?
Hold the sparkler up.
Now one sparkler.
Well, yeah. They did bring it back a few years ago, but now, to be fair, I think they've kind of drawn back on that for the Raws and stuff, so they can fit in as many people as possible because the ticket's so hot right now. I mean, the prices are egregious. We can all agree with that, but I think that's why they do it. I agree with the custom sets. They had a custom set for God, what was it? Clash. Yeah, Clash. Yeah, I was going to say it was definitely a recent show. And that looked awesome. And I totally agree. Honestly, I agree and I disagree. I agree with that sort of stuff. I disagree. I feel like there are a lot of theatrics because I did not watch WrestlePalooza live. I watched it after the fact. The first bell for Cena Lesnar did not ring until like 15 minutes in for a pay-per-view because it was all, listen, and I get it. It's their debut on ESPN. I understand that. But to me, it's like they're focusing almost a little too much on the style over the substance. Like Cena Lesnar went 8 minutes, and like it almost went as long as the video package honoring them debuting on ESPN and the fucking Triple H promo that came after it. Like, I'm not saying it has to be like, I feel like there's a happy medium between the two major companies where I honestly don't even really mind the 5 matches. I'm probably in the minority in that. I don't even really mind it. But when you have a 3+ hour show with commercial breaks after each match for a fucking pay-per-view, like I wasn't watching the shows in the 90s, but I don't remember there ever being, commercials, like at least 5-minute commercial breaks after these matches on pay-per-view. It's egregious. And there's a lot less wrestling. They did have some longer matches. The mixed tag team match on Saturday went like 30 minutes, and that was a very fun match.
Yeah.
But like AEW was like 14 matches over the course of 5 or 6 hours. Like, can we get something in the middle there? I just feel like that would make more sense. I feel like that would be satisfying for most fans.
And you know what? A lot of people felt All Out was better than Palooza.
I would agree. I think it was a better show.
I didn't see it, but I saw little clips. I'm like, oh, okay. I had to go check it out. But majority would say All Out over Palooza. I'm like, I agree.
Yeah.
And you said Brock and Cena went 8 minutes?
Roughly from what I remember, yeah.
I want you to take a guess of how long Kenny gave us. Oh, I think Brock and Cena are going to go X amount of minutes. Give me a guess of how long you think Kenny said that match was going to be.
Oh, boy.
15?
25. I said, what?
Look,
well, the whole entire thing was 25. The entrances and all the packaging, Triple H. Yeah, the first hour was Brock and Cena.
It's how it drew out, Superman versus Doomsday. I thought it was going to be blood and it's going to be destruction, but
they don't care about that shit, bro.
You're thinking 2012 there, Kenny. You're thinking Extreme Rules 2012. I think we all had these illusions of grandeur, thinking that this is going to be like an exciting match. I mean, the build was what it was, and Lesnar kind of sort of explained why he went after Cena, but not really, but whatever.
He didn't.
And he not really. Like, there was one small snippet that they aired where he's like, I want to ruin his retirement tour. Like, okay, whatever. That really isn't much of an explanation, better than nothing, but he barely explained it. We instead had a segment where he interacted with R-Truth for 10 minutes where nothing really of note was said. But again, whatever. Precious television time wasted. I mean, honestly, I don't even really care that Lesnar won. The outcome to me was kind of irrelevant, but the match itself, I'm sure you guys already talked about it, but like they definitely tried to copy what they did at SummerSlam in 2014. Yeah. But it didn't work. It was like an inferior version of that. And for a match that was at one point probably penciled in to be the main event, thank God that did not close the show. And now we're seeing Cena completely moving on. Honestly, as long as they don't revisit it for Cena's last match, which would be a complete waste, then whatever. Just less said about it, the better, and we can move on. But I did not want to see that match again at all. I don't know what you do with Brock, honestly.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that because Garrett asks, who do you think Cena's last match will be now? I think it should be Drew or Braun or Carmelo. So Cena has, 5 left?
Yeah.
It's 5 or 6. One of those two. I think 5.
Bro. It's 5.
So now we're coming down that turnpike. We got 5 left.
Yeah, five appearances, not even 5 matches necessarily. Like, he's on 2 Raws, and we hopefully will get an impromptu match on one of those shows, if not both. Those are in November, though. Until then, he's only on Crown Jewel, and that's it for next month. And he's not even on any Raws where he's done on SmackDown. We found that out earlier this month. So, like, we saw, I don't know if you guys talked about this already, but earlier before Raw started, Cena tweeted from his official account, # Cena versus Styles, thoughts, ? And I mean, I think that'd be an awesome match to do. Zero story, of course, beyond the history they already have from a decade ago, but no buildup whatsoever. They probably just do the match, but I'll take that over, the alternative of Cena versus Lesnar again. But as far as his final opponent, I can bet you everything it will not be Carmelo Hayes. I think that'd be awesome. This company will not, at least not anytime soon, see Carmelo in that light, which they absolutely should. That's a different discussion for a different day. I could see Drew. I could see Braun Breaker. I could see Gunther. There's a lot of different options, but I don't even think they know who it's going to be right now.
Yo, Graham, real quick.
My man John said, I'm booking my own shit. AJ, where you at?
Yo, is that an AJ Styles pillow behind you?
Yeah, it's a AJ Styles blanket.
So. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you definitely want to see AJ
Styles. Hey, listen, of course, I'm a mark for the phenomenal, man. What can I say? I'm biased.
A few more things. Stephanie McMahon, Hall of Fame. I guess that was a surprise on Palooza. But I did see a tweet from the son of Shane McMahon that's advocating that his dad should be in the Hall of Fame.
He will be.
And then Mark Henry said it, Shane McMahon Hall of Fame. So, is this the beginning? Steph deserves it, bar none.
Oh boy,
but now it's like, all right, where's Shane? Is Vince gonna get in? Is this the beginning of something of a something? Like, is it too much to read into, or it's just Stephanie and that's it? Like, I assume Hunter's gonna induct Stephanie.
But as she did with him, yeah. I mean, I don't want to play conspiracy theorist, but I could see that being where this is going. Like, we won't induct Vince next, but like even just him being there for Stephanie, I mean, I don't think the chances of him returning are slim to none. Honestly, like with every day that passes and the stuff that we see this company do and say.
I mean, he was in the ESPN package, so it's not like they're totally ignoring him.
Not anymore. They were for a while. I mean, we're getting closer. I hate to say that, but
Vinnie Mac, no chance in hell,
dude. When you hear no chance in hell, the bowing is going to begin, and all the fans, thank you, Vince, welcome back.
If he ever comes back, that is, oh my god,
that's going to happen.
That pop,
it's going to happen. It's going to be an unreal pop. I hate to say that, but that's just wrestling fans for you.
It's Yeah, that's the big joker left out there. Vinnie Mac?
This joker, all right.
Come on, man.
I mean, I'm not saying he's not Hall of Fame worthy, but like with the stuff that's going on, at least while he's alive, probably not for the better. But with this company, you can never say never. So,
is he not? How's he not in already? I don't understand.
He didn't want to induct himself. I mean,
yeah,
for as much of a maniac as that man was, he was not that self-absorbed to induct himself. He didn't want he would tell people, "Do not thank me during your speech." Like he did not want the attention on himself.
So what do you say, Graham? You think Hunter inducted himself?
No, I'm talking about Vince.
No, I'm saying, so now you think Hunter put himself in there, or the board put him in? And
I believe him when he says that Nick Khan wanted to do it, and they felt that this year was they actually wanted to do it a couple years ago. Triple H retired from the ring like 3 years ago. They could have done it then, and technically he's already in with DX, but he's not in on his own. He is now.
Is Evolution in?
Not yet, but they will be. So Ric Flair is going to be a 3-time Hall of Famer for sure.
Batista's not in yet by himself.
No, that's probably
or Randy Orton. So Shane, I said Shane should be in. Hey man,
he will be, and he should be. I agree with that.
If I gotta be honest, I think this is Stephanie's moment though, because you bring Shane in, and then like I feel like
not this it'll it'll overshadow.
Right. Well, or it'll at least compete. You know what I'm saying? Like this should be her year. You know what I mean? Where maybe she even headlines. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who else gets in.
Unless she wants him there, she could do whatever she wants.
No, for sure.
Obviously
can. I'm saying like in terms of like he should be there. Shane.
Yeah.
Shane should be there. But I just don't think I think he gets in another year where he gets his flowers and just do, you know.
You know what, Graham? You know what I'm missing, I think, because I know Vince has had blunders with creative and like, I know that, and so has Hunter. If we're being fair,
of course.
And I think the one thing I'm missing with Hunter to make it interesting, knowing that he's the top dog now with the creative, and I think he needs like like a rival or something. Like someone has to like
with Triple H.
Yeah, like how Stone Cold was, not saying actively Hunter, like how Stone Cold was with Vince, or The Rock with Vince, or Hunter, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. Like everybody's on camera. Everybody's friends with Hunter. They all love Hunter. There's got to be someone that is like, he's the reason why I'm not in the title picture. He's the reason why he's holding me back. There's no adversary. There's no conflict with the guy who's running everything, like how Vince was. Vince had beef with damn near everybody on camera. Nobody's having that beef with Hunter to make it more interesting. Like Drew McIntyre could be the perfect guy.
Sure.
So you know what? He's holding me back. I got a beef with him. I'm going backstage. I'm going in Gorilla. I'm pushing you. We have conflict. There's no conflict with Hunter on screen.
Yeah.
Like how Vince was. I think maybe I'm missing that part of him running everything.
Well, a couple of things. No, not entirely. I think that would make things more interesting. But I think the biggest issue with that is that there's no payoff because Triple H can't even bump. Like it's not even like he can't wrestle. He can't even bump anymore with his pacemaker. So at least with Vince, I think it was actually 28 years ago today, if I'm not mistaken, that Vince took his first stunner, actually. So it's actually great anniversary to bring up in light of what you're talking about. So you can't do that. It was at the Garden. You're right. It was at the Garden. Debut with Cactus Jack as well on that same show. But, you know, it's interesting you say that because it was just last week. No fucking follow-up this week because, of course, with this company. Remember last week during commercial, it didn't make the show itself on Netflix, but it made the rounds on social media. AJ Styles before his match, or no, I'm sorry, it was 2 weeks ago. It wasn't even last week. It was 2 weeks. I forgot they didn't even do anything with it last week. Yeah. He was like calling out officials. He was like, oh, someone in the back doesn't want me to be here. And I mean, I don't think it was an Adam Pearce thing because he was interacting with him tonight perfectly normal. You know, from a storyline standpoint, why would he say that? And it wasn't a shoot, it was a work shoot. So why would he say that? Are they building this something with him and Triple H? Not in a match, but like exactly what you said. Even though they're both 50-something years old, AJ's close to 50, Triple H is already 50. Who does that really benefit? The answer is no one. But there was no follow-up on that from 2 weeks ago. So whatever.
Yeah.
But honestly, I just feel like at least with Vince, he was a fresh face as a character on TV 30 years ago to where I think it worked. Triple H we've seen on the show so consistently now for 30 years, 3 decades now, that it's not really fresh. I feel like what you're talking about, we already kind of saw a form of that with the Authority for so fucking long, and that shit was so bad by the end. And we had his foil in Daniel Bryan, and he feuded with Rollins later on, and I enjoyed those feuds. But like, especially now that there's no payoff, I don't think you can do that. Can we bring at some point back a heel GM? Yeah, honestly, I would rather see less of Triple H on these shows than more. Like, I feel like he kicks off a lot of these pay-per-views doing the same old fucking promo. I'd rather see it be a GM, not an Eric Bischoff level thing, but like a Nick Aldis, so I know can play that role and is like an amazing heel. I'd rather see something like that than with Triple H, at least in my personal opinion. And I feel like that would make stuff more interesting for sure.
It's funny you mentioned the anniversary with the Garden. TK, did y'all know today was the anniversary or no?
I feel like I saw something on Twitter about it, but it totally just slipped my mind. So Graham just gave me a
little heads up.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. The first stunner, after Austin 316, and like I said this before, McMahon and Austin represented what the true thing of, you work for your boss and you work for someone like McMahon, and Austin represented every worker that wanted to do, and that was beat the shit out of their bosses, beat the hell out of their boss. That was a true representation of the blue collar thing. Like, he's doing everything I want to say to my boss, whatever. But that was just a great moment in time, and that's just a great rivalry.
Not for sure. T, remember that?
I remember it, but I'd be lying if I said I knew that today was the anniversary.
Oh, okay.
So thanks for putting us on.
That's what I'm here for.
Nah, that shit always is, because me and Graham always be doing the anniversary shit, and that the 22nd of September, I remember that. And even the year prior was the on the same date, the In Your House Mind Games with Shawn Michaels and Mankind. So when you try to dig in the fucking crate, that's like one of the all-time great In Your House matches and In Your House shows. I think Mark Henry debuted 30 years ago today, or 29 years ago today. So it's like just I find stuff like that to bring up, and that's what me and Grant used to do with the old show. Now it's a brand new show. Now we talk about the current shit. So
of course,
I'm surprised Graham knew about that today.
Just there's certain dates that stand out in your mind that I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I remember it, because I was 2 years old at that point. I wasn't watching wrestling back then, but it's just that that the Austin 316 promo that Kenny just brought up, that would be June 23rd, I think it was. So we're celebrating 30 years of that next year, which is crazy. Wow. April 1st, big Mania anniversary. I'm better with the Mania. I remember a lot of random dates for a lot of random shit, but I am also surprised that I remember.
So what's a random date that you're never gonna, like, when it comes to wrestling, a random date that you're never gonna forget?
That's a good question. I mean, there's a lot of just obscure shit that I remember with wrestling, but for me, Money in the Bank 2011, July 17th, 2011. I mean, that day specific, that is my favorite match probably of all time, is Punk and John Cena from that. Yeah. From Money in the Bank 2011. And, Punk said it so frequently going into that show. That's why I remember that date so vividly, because he was like, on July 17th, 2011, my contract comes to an end. When the 16th bleeds into the 17th, or the 17th bleeds into the 18th, rather, I'm gone from WWE, whatever. When you hammer home that date so often, it kind of gets ingrained in your brain, and that's kind of what it was with me. So that's my one date I'll never forget. There's a lot of stuff I'll never forget, but that's number one.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a nerd, but there's a lot of dates in my head.
Yeah,
I can remember. March 29th, 87, WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
March 29th, 98, WrestleMania 14, the Austin era begins. You mentioned June 23rd, 96, King of the Ring, Austin 316 speech. 30 years next year, July 7th, 96, NWO forms.
Oh, of course, yeah.
March 20th, 94, WrestleMania 10 ladder match.
Yeah.
Shawn and Razor. April I want to say April 6th, 1990, Warrior Hogan, WrestleMania 6.
I think that's April 1st.
Damn it.
I think it's because I remember the only reason I remember that is because April 1st, it was the Mania 6 anniversary and the Mania 28 anniversary and 17. Yeah, they all fell on the same day. Yeah.
That's fucking right. April 1st.
There you go. 3 of the better Mania main events.
The Raw from today, September 22nd, Stone Cold and McMahon.
Yeah.
But I just noticed Bash at the Beach next year. NWO 30 years, bro.
Yeah, I got the Hogan NWO shirt on as we speak. Shout out to our boy Mark Ramondi. I see the book in the background there, Randy.
That's right. I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to.
I finished it a couple weeks ago. It's a great read. He did a great job. Yeah. Learned a lot, honestly, about the NWO that I did not already know. A lot of it's like common knowledge, but some of it I wasn't watching at the time, so I learned a lot. Honestly, he did a great job of that.
What else has been going on the last week or so that you want to bring up? Or Kenny or T that maybe I
was just
missed.
listening to you guys run off dates. You guys are like wrestling Rain Man.
I know months or so, but I don't know the damn dates. I know the years, but know the actual dates. I'm like, I'm like, damn, no way. I just know that. What happened?
Yeah, it was like, you remember April 3rd, 1997 at 11 p.m.
Oh yeah, that was
cool. The fuck.
I was like, God damn! I thought I was a fan. You guys are fans.
I could do that with anything. I can't just do that with. I could just do that in general. But yeah, no, I don't know.
You want to know why? Because back then, I used to tape the shows on VHS. I used to label everything, write it down. I got a whole network of videos at the beach in the shed of like my real network. All them tapes, bro. I used to be a fiend for Nitro, Raw, all the shows, and
6 hour tapes, 4
hour with the illegal box.
4 hour tapes.
I'm taping everything.
Bottles from the store. All I did was put like SummerSlam 2000.
Right,
I didn't write No Way Out, February 11th, 2001 at 8:00 p.m.
But to your credit, Randy, and a little bit to you too, Graham, like, that's true archival. You know what I'm saying? Like I did like Kenny, like it was like, SummerSlam 96, and that was enough for me.
Yeah,
you guys really went into archive.
SummerSlam 96.
It's not like y'all knew Google was gonna be something, but, you know what I mean? Like y'all was out here being
I
true.
think that was August 18th, 96, because there are some real life things with my family that happens, and then I remember it
that way too.
So that SummerSlam 96 is the reason why I remember.
It would be August 18th in 96, Randy, because that was a Sunday. Does that make sense? I just know that from memory and math, so don't ask.
Incredible. That's right.
I remember August 3rd, 97, SummerSlam 97 with Bret Hart, Taker, Shawn Michaels referee, Stone Cold getting hurt with the neck with Owen Hart.
All right, let's go up. Main event, SummerSlam 98.
Oh, Stone Cold and Taker, Highway to Hell. Come on, man. We can do this all night.
SummerSlam 99.
Now, when you get into the upper, hold on. I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm just saying, as you get into the uppers of like 03, 04, I might have checked out, but 99 was Austin, Mankind, Triple H, and Ventura referee. Come on.
Okay.
What's next?
SummerSlam 2000.
Wasn't that another triple threat?
Yes. Who was in it?
Kurt Angle.
Yep.
Taker.
And The Rock.
Correct.
WWE title, yeah.
Come on, man.
SummerSlam 2001. It had two main events.
Two main events, or the main event?
Two title match main events.
Oh, two world Booker T and Rock for the WCW title.
Okay, and what was the
WWE title? Was Steve Austin versus Benoit?
Kurt Angle.
Ooh. Kurt Angle. Yes, they had a rematch a couple of weeks later, and that's when they won the title. They did it. Yeah, they did the title change right after 9/11 a couple of weeks later.
SummerSlam 2002.
Oh, Brock,
of course. Yeah.
See, that's easy.
Wait, wasn't that also the?
Nope, Brock and Rock. Nope, don't do that.
No, what he's saying also. What else was it?
Well, yeah, because Sean and Hunter.
Shawn and Hunter, yeah. No, that wasn't right. SummerSlam 03?
Brock and Angle.
No, the Chamber.
Oh, no, Chamber. You're right.
Got you, Graham.
You got it. You're right. That was the actual main event.
Who was in the Chamber?
Oh, here we go with this shit.
Goldberg.
Okay.
Obviously. Goldberg. Triple H.
Yep.
Shawn Michaels.
Kevin Nash.
Yep.
Shawn Michaels, like Randy said.
Yep.
Jericho.
Yep.
Kane.
No, Kane was in the first one.
Kane was in the first one. He wasn't in the second.
Orton.
Yes, correct. Ding, ding.
Damn.
Yeah. All right.
Great one.
Why don't you ask me SummerSlam 04, buddy?
SummerSlam 04, because I already know you about to say.
Yeah, Benoit and Randy Orton.
Benoit and Randy Orton. SummerSlam
05 was Hogan and Shawn.
Hogan and Shawn.
Come on.
Yep.
06. Now we really diving in.
SummerSlam.
Edge and Cena.
Edge and Cena.
Damn, that was a good one too.
Boston.
Really good match. 07.
SummerSlam.
This is where it kind of lived because I was like,
yeah. Cena Orton.
Because I stopped getting pay-per-views.
Was it Graham? Cena Orton?
I think it was their first match, one of their first pay-per-view match. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people checked out. This is where I really remember all the main events from this point forward.
Oh, this is where Randy's talking. Okay. Kenny, it was Cena Orton 07?
Yep.
Why we only doing SummerSlam?
Oh, okay.
SummerSlam.
Unforgiven 2001 main event.
Oh,
was that Kurt and
I won't know.
Steve too?
Yep. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
And that's where he won the title.
Yep.
Give me WrestleManias.
WrestleMania.
Randy, you're like, I'll do it, but not
okay. What was
that
the Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania 15? Who was in it?
Oh, Big Boss Man and Taker.
Okay.
I'll leave it to you, Randy.
Okay. Come on, Kenny. What's up, man?
All right. WrestleMania. What was the shit? Well, I ain't gonna say it because I already know you're gonna say. I was gonna say 14. You already know Austin and
Hunt and Shawn. Yeah.
Shawn. WrestleMania. Where was WrestleMania 15 take place at?
Philadelphia.
WrestleMania 19.
Seattle.
Main event.
Brock and Kurt Angle.
What was the retirement match that night? The go away match.
The retirement match?
Yeah.
At 19?
Yep.
That was Stone Cold's last match, right?
Yep, correct.
Oh,
it's The Rock. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a retirement match. I think that he just said, I'm out.
What was the match that it was promoted, but it didn't turn out well on WrestleMania 20?
Oh, Brock and Goldberg.
Yeah, because both of them. It was promoted so well. We got
Stone Cold referee, like that didn't help.
And then it just leaked that they were both leaving. That's when Brock flipped off the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
All right. WrestleMania. Oof. What WrestleMania did Rey Mysterio win it?
The title?
Yes.
22 against Kurt Angle and Randy Orton.
Okay.
Which also had the great casket match with Mark Henry and Undertaker. I'm joking, but yeah.
All right. Hey, Terrence.
My man gave up on me.
No. Wait, no.
I'm just letting you know whatever you're about to ask me.
No.
I don't know.
All right. Well, Terrence.
Well, go ahead.
Which pay-per-views do you remember Shawn Michaels winning the championship?
That's a good question.
The first one is
the heavyweight championship, right? We're talking heavy.
Okay.
First one's it's 12, right? Isn't the first one?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the boyhood dream.
That's right. It's come true.
Damn. I should know this. I'm sorry, HBK. I failed you. Did he win the chamber that you guys were just talking about? Didn't
yeah, 03 he won it.
Right. That was because that was his last title.
No, Kenny, don't say 03.
02, excuse me.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that was his last title in the brown pants.
Yeah, the brown
the UPS brown shit.
Yo, yeah. But I know that there's some in between. I honestly can't remember. I remember the boyhood dream and I remember his last one. You know what I mean? Grand opening, grand closing.
I'll help you out, man. WrestleMania 12,
Okay.
The World Heavy at the Chamber Survivor Series 02. He won the belt back from Psycho Sid at the Rumble of 97.
He won in the Montreal Screwjob.
Hold up, I was gonna get there.
Oh, sorry, Randy.
And then he won in Montreal.
Those are his only PLE World Heavy. It's so crazy. The thing about Sean is, as great as he was, like he didn't win a lot of. He didn't even win most of his WrestleMania matches.
No, he did not.
But he's Mr. WrestleMania,
right? I think it's honestly it's the showmanship. Like he didn't need to win in order to be over or like to make it memorable. Like a lot of people don't even know that he didn't win the first ladder match with him and Razor. Razor won the first one. I know you guys know that, but I'm just saying, like a lot of people, if you ask them, they probably wouldn't even remember. But that's just because of how iconic and how like good the match was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it it didn't matter. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there was and the one thing I respect about Sean's last title match too, or his last World Heavyweight Championship win is, and you guys probably have heard this tons of times, where it was presented to him, do you want to win again later on? Like, and he always said no, because he was like, I don't need it. There's new younger talent here. Like, you know, give them the shot. Like, and he said that a lot of times creative kept coming to him like, hey, you know, like, do you want to win now? And he just was like, no, like I'm Shawn Michaels already. You know what I mean? Like, we need to pass the torch. We need the Randy Ortons and the, you know, Batistas and whoever else in the world. Like, we need to move it forward. You know what I'm saying? So as much as I love the guy in ring, I got a lot of respect for him for knowing it's about, you know, paying it forward. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't he wasn't, you know, he didn't Hogan it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he didn't Hogan it.
Well, since Sean is your guy, and we'll wrap up soon. Since Sean is your guy,
yeah.
And the key word I'm going to ask you is your keyword, your favorite.
Okay.
And I might have asked you months ago, but you know, I like to put a little social media clip together. So, if you had to pick your favorite Mount Rushmore Shawn Michaels matches,
we have talked about this before. Okay,
right? But I never put together though. Maybe it changed. Maybe your answer might change. And I'm assuming matches that he won.
Okay.
Won. Huh?
So you got to put that matches that he won.
That takes
for me. Tim and Triple H at SummerSlam 02, because that was probably the only major match they had that he actually fucking won. So that might be my number one personally.
Okay.
Okay. I could probably give you mine.
Okay.
And Graham, you're not wrong. Like, that's an iconic match, right? Like,
sure, I love the match.
Probably say that as well. Okay, Boyhood Dream has to be there.
All right, WrestleMania 12.
Like the entrance, the theatrics, all of it, right? Like, Sean finally does it. We kind of move past like you have to be a giant guy, although Brett wasn't a giant either. But you get where I'm going.
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Are you putting SummerSlam 02 with Hunter in there?
Wait, I'm gonna get there.
Okay, my bad.
Okay.
My bad.
I should know the number. I should know the year. I think I do know the year. Was it 96? Where it was 96, right? Where British Bulldog like almost won, but Sean like did the pull up over the rope.
Yeah, that was in
in your house.
No, that was a Royal Rumble. I'm saying, remember when Sean won the British Bulldog threw Sean over?
Oh yeah, that's the Rumble 95. Yeah,
95. As I was saying, and I was like, wait, it's 95.
Okay.
And British Bulldog goes up, thinks he won. Sean pushes him.
Yeah,
that to me is one of my favorite.
Okay.
Like Shawn Michaels moments, and I mean, it counts as a match.
You could put that. Yeah,
that would be in there to me. Because he went in at 1, right? Like that was like yeah, he went in at 1. He pulls off that, like, at the time we really didn't see a lot of stunts that way, where only 1 foot touched. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
that was, I thought, really clever. I mean, I think it's clever now. At the time, I just thought it was like, oh shit, my GOAT. Like, once again, you can't beat him. I'll give that one. Let me think. I feel like there's a Monday Night Raw, super random. I know.
Shelton Benjamin.
Nah. Oh shit. You know what? Okay, just because you said that and like how it changes, I'm gonna put that on there more as a spot. Even though the match was incredible, I wouldn't take it away because he was just talking about it, about how he was the super kick, right?
Yeah,
how that might be the best one because he was like he needed somebody that could really truly pull something like that off, make it look smooth and make it look good. So I'll put that up there as one of my favorite Shawn matches. And honestly, Randy, to your point, if you asked me, it probably would change. The only two that would never change is the first two. That Rumble moment will forever be like stuck in my head. And the Boyhood Dream is just like, I don't know, like that's just such a also ingrained into my head, man. Like those matches made me fall in love with wrestling. You know what I mean? Like I was forever invested after that. And the Razor match.
The second one.
Well, honestly,
you got to pick the ones that he won.
He lost. They both were great matches, but here's why. As a fan now, as an adult, I can appreciate the.
Well, he won the second one though.
Yeah. I'm talking about. I'm gonna pick number one, even though he lost.
10.
But here's why. And shout out to the legend. You know, we miss you, Razor Ramon. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We miss you down here, bad guy. But hearing the two of them talk about it, and it obviously wasn't the first, ladder match ever, but it was probably the most iconic in WWE history, even though I think someone had beat them to the punch in doing it. But hearing them go back and tell the story about how that was the only ladder in the building and how much they fucked that ladder up, and them realizing later on, yo, that ladder
had a family.
Say it again.
That ladder has a family.
Oh, they were just if this ladder truly breaks, and we've all seen that match a million times, they used it.
Yeah,
it was busted up. It was like had they broken it all the way, they don't know what they would have done. You know what I mean? And even Shawn's theatrics, again, me appreciating who he was as a performer, him getting tied up in the rope, you know what I mean? And then loosening himself and then still tripping over the rope and his arm getting stuck. And before Razor could actually get both belts down, Shawn still reaches in despair. That to me was Shawn at his best, where all the emotion, how hard he really tried, right, to get loose, to go back after the belt. Jerry Lawler on the call, even though he lost, it was again how much respect I have for him as a performer, where I'd say that's the one. Yeah, of course I love that he won in the second one, but the way he performed in the first one and really set the bar and kind of did something that was just super iconic, and they changed wrestling that night. Him and Razor walked in the back, and they said that Macho went up to both of them and said, "Very great match, but fuck you, because how am I supposed to follow that?"
Because he was fighting Crush. Whoever the fuck he's fighting. That
Crush. I liked Crush. That
was crazy, bro. WrestleMania,
point,
right? Macho and Crush.
That match stole the show. You know what I mean? For the rest of the night, in my opinion. So it's those would be my favorites.
I'm gonna tell you one match that I thought you was gonna pick. I don't know about Graham or Kenny. And a match that Shawn did win, definitely my fucking Mount Rushmore. Fucking the first Hell.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. It was a lot of shit
that's what
going.
I'm saying. If you would have asked me,
wasn't it Kane's?
Listen,
it was Kane's debut too. Yeah.
Kenny knows that I saw him talk about Shelton Benjamin earlier, and that's why I was like, yo, you know what? The psychology of it, I'm gonna put that on. But the first
that match makes 28 years coming up soon.
October 5th, right?
Yeah.
Yo, the first
another one. I don't know how I know that. Don't ask.
Obviously introduces. For one, it was an incredible match in and of itself, and when you hear even Mick Foley talk about that Hell in a Cell match, how that, I mean, let's think about like what that Hell in a Cell match does, right? It then makes Mick feel like I got to go above and beyond. And then we get his Hell in a Cell with him and Taker, which could never be duplicated, right? But then we also get Kane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it introduces Kane, and it's one of JR's greatest calls. You know what I mean? Like we see the Undertaker, who had at that point been like this unflappable character, look spooked and scared himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and obviously we get like the Kane and Undertaker saga. We get Brothers of Destruction, but like, yeah, I wouldn't take anything away from that, obviously. And that would have been my pick, but Kenny hit a soft spot because he knows I threw that in the chat earlier. So thank you for the oop, Kenny. You know what I'm saying? Like, and hat tip to Shelton Benjamin for being a part of,
one of the best Sweet Chin musics of all time.
100%. So that's why I threw it in there.
But definitely Hell in a Cell. And from what I remember, that was the final time you heard Vince McMahon on commentary.
That's right.
After that, it was Survivor Series. And he wasn't on commentary for that because he knew he was going to screw Brett. So that Hell in a Cell night, final Vince call, Kane debut, DX is coming up the ranks, and then you build a feud with Taker and Kane, and then you sprinkle off Shawn to the main event title match against Brett. And that first Cell match, bro, it was beyond crazy, man. Like taking a bump outside the cell onto a table was like, oh shit, in 97.
Yeah.
I can't believe they did that shit. Now it's like normal. But back then, and then Shawn's all bloody and everything, and
rammed into the cell, everything.
That shit was crazy.
On, and as far as a match goes, that's the best, that's the greatest Hell in a Cell match of all time.
Is it better than Mankind?
It is, because we talk about a match, though.
Yeah,
the moment
match wasn't
Mankind Taker is above and beyond Shawn and Taker. The moment, the two moments of him falling off and falling through the shit. But as in the ring, it goes to Shawn and Taker, hands down. I think Shawn and Taker, even Mick Foley would tell you, they had the greater moment, but the match itself is still number one. They probably had 20, 25, 30 Hell in a Cell matches in history. Still number one, Shawn Michaels and Taker, for sure.
Yeah, I gotta agree. And I think you're right, Randy. Like they all say it. I watched that episode of Dark Side of the Ring all the time with Mick Foley. And he kind of points to it where he said like he watched that match and he was just like, what do I do to top this? Like, how do I even stand up to this? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what led him to think like, well, you know what? Throw me up the top. You know what I mean? And so yeah, I think you're 100% spot on, man. Like the actual match was better between Taker and HBK.
And then you two, Graham and Kenny, got some before we wrap it up. Yeah, you want to do your Mount Rushmore of Shawn Michaels matches, because that's what we do here in the show. We don't really review Raw like that. We just sputter off and do some other shit. So,
yeah. You want to go first, Kenny?
Sure. I'll go with I know the Boy Who Dreamed, but I didn't really see that pay-per-view because it was just the times or so, but so I'm gonna go with another choice. Steady one. I'm gonna go with Survivor Series when he won the Elimination Chamber. That was a moment.
That's one.
I'm gonna go with WrestleMania 19 where he beat Chris Jericho.
Okay.
Kenny's stealing all my answers here.
Yeah. Look, I thought Jericho was going to take that. That was a good match, but Shawn got the roller win. He gave it. That was a really good one. WrestleMania against him and Flair.
Kenny's literally stealing every single one of my answers. I was going to say every single one of these. I think he just stole every.
If he gets that final one, that'd be crazy.
I know your final one, and I know it also is Graham's final one.
Oh shit! So Grant, is your number 4? Has it been said so far, or?
Well, no, I was going to say Hell in a Cell, and then you said that. So then I was like, okay, if I can't use that one, and then SummerSlam. I said SummerSlam earlier, so I guess I was the first one to say that. So I guess I'll take that one. But if it's not that one, I won't say another one until Kenny finishes.
Yeah, let Kenny finish it up.
Oh man,
we'll see if this is what I'm thinking. There's one I'm surprised. I'm surprised no one has mentioned yet.
A match that he won?
Yeah.
Or were they supposed to be matches he won, or just matches?
Yeah, I've been said that.
I think said that he won.
So, yeah, I'm going off matches he won.
Yeah.
Because obviously I would include the Taker matches, like 25, 26 or so.
I almost went to it, but he didn't win that one. I was gonna say the Survivor Series, but no, he didn't win that one.
I'm trying to think what Graham is thinking about.
Oh God, Jesus.
It's not a pay-per-view match that I'm thinking of.
It's not even a Raw because that Iron Man match he didn't win.
Oh, did he? Not the John Cena one, right?
Yeah, that was that.
Oh, the
he did win them. Yeah,
the hour
long. Yeah, no, he won that match. Yeah,
I was thinking of the one with him and Benoit though.
Oh yeah, they did have him. Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking about that one, but
Cena. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Sean and God.
He did not win many matches.
I mean, shit, bro. Sean, oh my God.
He's the GOAT.
I feel so terrible. Sean and
I mean, he and Triple H did win a crown jewel in 2018. If you want to
right.
that one.
That's right. Tag match.
Won his last match.
That's right.
Absolutely not.
Which he don't count. Sean he said recently he don't count that match.
Did Sean and Kane, did he win against Kane?
Sean and Kane?
Yeah.
What, from like Unforgiven or something?
Yeah, when basically Sean, or was it, I'll take Sean and Kane or Sean and Batista.
I think it was Sean and Batista. If you're thinking like Unforgiven,
it's probably Batista.
03 or 04, it was Batista.
That's when Kane had the mask off and he faced off against Sean.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was like 03, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go with Batista. I was kind of hard. I'm not going to take your other Instagram. So yeah.
So does like the Montreal get negated because of how everything ended, or the moment?
Does anyone honestly remember that from the match itself, though?
The Montreal Screwjob had a lot of I feel like it's very tainted because
I remember nothing about the match at all. The match in Mania.
Everyone remembers the moment. Everyone remembers the moment, not really the match, because it was like, oh, Brett's leaving the WCW, but is he going to leave with the belt? But once that sharpshooter came in, it was like, oh, he's not leaving with that title. So yeah. So.
See, what's an underrated Shawn match, and I don't think there was a winner. When he fought Steve Austin at the King of the Ring.
Yeah.
97.
Yeah. That's better than their Mania match, actually.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But that match
Mania match
there
isn't bad. He had a really good in-your-house match with, I want to say Dude Love when he was WWE champion.
Who, Stone Cold?
Michaels.
Sean. I'm pretty sure.
That was
Mankind.
The one. Yo, Graham, thank you. You helped me out.
That's when I mentioned the Mind Games joint.
Nah. Him and Mankind had an incredible.
Yeah, that match.
I'm talking about Mind Games. Yeah.
I didn't hear you say that, Randy.
Nah, it was. It was it.
Kenny heard me.
Raw.
That was not in your house. They also did Steve Austin and Dude Love. That's what I'm thinking of. But Sean did face Mankind for the title, I think, when he was in '96.
In your house match, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he had a whole bunch of really good.
I was thinking of.
Yeah, he faced
him and Mankind having like one hell of a match.
Honestly, his reign as champion, like you mentioned the Bulldog match, but the Mankind match too. Vader at one point as well.
Diesel,
and then I was going to say Diesel. They had one of Diesel's best matches ever. Kevin Nash's one of his best matches ever during that reign. Him and Psycho Sid. You mentioned that one, the Survivor Series match. He lost the Survivor Series match, but that was a great match too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your 4, Graham? You said a bunch, but
I guess the 3 that Kenny stole from me. If I'm reusing answers, it would be I'm going to be reusing answers, but it'd be SummerSlam 02.
Your personal 4, so
okay. So SummerSlam 02, Survivor Series in 02, him and Taker, Hell in the Cell, Bad Blood 97, and then probably him and Ric Flair, honestly, from the years when I was watching, like in his latter years of his career. I've watched that Ric Flair match a lot. I love Mania 24. I think it's a great Mania. I stand with Kenny on that one. That match is excellent. And Rick really, I refuse to acknowledge anything that came after that with Ric Flair, but that match was honestly really, really good. The Cena match would be an honorable mention from Raw the year earlier. And my favorite Shawn match, honestly, might be him and Angle for Mania 21, but he fucking won, or he lost that match. But he did win the rematch at Vengeance a couple months later, and they had an Iron Man match on Raw the following year that I think also had no winners. So if we want to be nitpicky, I can choose the Vengeance match, but I'll stick with the 4 that I gave you.
To land this plane.
Also, him and Shawn, or him and Vince, I'm sorry, honorable mention, Mania 22, really fun street fight.
Oh, yeah, when Vince flipped off.
Yeah. A lot better than it had any right to be. So, and also the Jericho match from
that match
03 that
I know he lost too, but the one with Benoit and Triple H at WrestleMania 20 is fire too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Mr. WrestleMania for a reason.
My man stay losing Mania though, bro.
Well, he just made it.
He's the reverse Taker.
I'm about to holler at show. It was good, bro.
Yeah, like he didn't need the win. That's what makes it so impactful. He didn't need the win to make it most memorable. Like so that to me makes him even more of an incredible character. That it wasn't even about the belt, the win, but also it kind of gave like his underdogness more credence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it made his wins feel even more special.
Yeah.
All right. If we can figure this out in 2 minutes, this would be great. Since we are in the Mount Rushmore conversation, real quick, John Cena. What matches are on the Mount Rushmore of John Cena matches?
Win or lose, or either one?
I would assume that he won. I don't think a loss would be on the Mount Rushmore, right?
Okay, well, it could be, because I think Money in the Bank 2011 would be in his, he lost that match. But if you want to just do wins, then the last match that he and Punk had, not at Night of Champions this year, but the one on Raw from before Mania in 2013, that is absolutely on that list.
Okay,
February 25th, 2013. So that's one of them. Matches that he won, him and AJ from Royal Rumble 2017. I still say their SummerSlam match was better. I think we were both there for that, Randy, but the Rumble match, I think, was he won that one. That's when he won the 16th World Championship.
All right, so we got 2 spots left of a 25-year career. What other match are we going with?
I would say Cena and Umaga.
That is a great match from Rumble 07, yeah.
Yeah, that was
But Mount Rushmore, Kenny?
Well, let's think. I mean, he's not wrong, because if you really think about it, those early years, he did not have a lot of great matches that he won.
That was a match where it wasn't the main people within it. I know it was Ruthless Aggression. We had no Rock, no Austin. Hunter was not on it. So this is a new champion. This is a new look. This is John Cena wearing Jordans, wearing Nike high tops, cargo shorts, Umaga, Samoan Spike. Bro,
I got one.
That match was legit.
Great match.
It was a crimson mask on his face. Cena had to use the ropes with Umaga, and they worked well together. That has to be up there. I'm putting that for mine.
Okay. I'm gonna put John Cena Edge Unforgiven TLC match.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be number 3 for me in no order, but that would be up there. He didn't have any from 02 to 05. I'm sorry. There's just none on that list. Like, he beat Kurt a bunch of times, but are any of those matches his greatest of all time?
JBL.
No, and not him and JBL. That was good, but it wasn't great.
Rush.
Nothing
so
from
gotta
05.
be
06, you mentioned the Edge match. He lost the RVD match, but I wouldn't put that in the top 4 anyway.
Fire.
New Year's
We're
resolution.
talking about one.
Yeah, great match, but he's had better. It was a great match, but he had better.
Okay.
I mentioned the Michaels match from Raw. If we're including losses, then that would be on there. But if we're not, then I wouldn't. I wouldn't put the Mania match on there. It's a great match, but it's not among his best ever.
Is there a match with Batista? Is there a match with Randy Orton that's got to be on there?
Him and Orton had an Iron Man match that was great back in 09. That would be
Daniel Bryan.
No, he lost that one at SummerSlam. That is a great match, but he lost that one.
He beat Sean at 23. He beat Hunter at 22.
Maybe the Hunter one. Maybe.
Hunter's a very underrated one.
That is an underrated one. I wouldn't put that top 4, but it is up there. I like the Rock match in 28, but that wouldn't be up there. He lost that one anyway. The second one was terrible. Him and Owens was great, but he won the latter 2 matches they had in 2015.
I know it was recent, but him and Cody, SummerSlam?
Yeah, honestly, I could see a case being made for that. That was they got 5 stars from Meltzer for whatever that's worth. So it was a great match. It was definitely a great match.
I'm trying to think of who else he fought that this could be.
Nothing in the last fucking decade, I'll tell you that much, aside from that. I mean, a lot of the matches weren't good.
Is there a Jericho match? Is there a Kurt Angle match? Is there a Batista Orton?
His first match against Kurt Angle?
There's no match with Kurt that I would say is like a great match that people still talk about. I don't think there's one. They had a lot of matches, but none that were like, oh my God, this was amazing. Surprisingly,
him and Punk, but he lost that one. Him and Brock, is there a Brock match? That
Extreme Rules 2012 I would put on that list. Yeah, he won that match actually. That was an amazing match.
Not Suplex City. We're not talking about that.
No, definitely not that one. Definitely not.
And that was good, but for a different reason. That was great, but for a different reason. So yeah, I would say the AJ match from 2017 that I mentioned, the Brock match from 2012, the Punk match from 2013 on Raw, and I guess maybe the Shawn match, although he lost that one, the rematch. Edge match. You mentioned the Edge match.
There's no Roman, Seth Rollins.
No, none of those were. The Roman matches were good. The Rollins matches were good, but they weren't great. Like he lacks. He doesn't have the same amount of instant classics that Shawn does, and a lot of these other people do. They just weren't as memorable. A lot of those matches just kind of blend together.
Okay, I think we covered a lot today. You guys think that?
I think so.
It's a lot. Graham Matthews, always appreciate you coming on. I love the run-in an hour into the show, but we'll work on that next time.
My God, that's Graham's music.
Oh shit! Oh, an hour into you know what Graham did? We had our own Iron Man match, like fully loaded, and then Graham comes in like fucking biker Undertaker at the last minute.
He's here.
Graham Matthews, Wrestle Rant, Kenny Cowabunga _K_E_N, Terrence at Lower East Scribe. Thank you guys for watching the 300 plus that chimed in the 2 hours. But thank you, we appreciate it. Go to youtube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. Go ahead, download, rate, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Show us some love for support for your boys of the program. Go to SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. Probably be back Friday night after SmackDown, and then when the time comes, we're gonna figure out Crown Jewel, because I didn't know that shit was 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, it is.
I was like, yo,
5 a.m. Pacific.
Bugging.
That's like getting ready to go to work. Like, bro.
Bugging. Bro, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's Australia. That's why.
That's the down under.
All right, well,
yep.
We're gonna figure that part out, but we'll be back on Friday after SmackDown. Graham, you're more than welcome to come in, chime in, whenever you want. But Graham, Kenny, Terrence, man, we thank you, man, and I appreciate it.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeet.